Hello to you and welcome to Relationships at Work, a leadership podcast helping you build workplace connection, improve culture, and avoid blind spots. I'm Russel Lolacher. I'm a communications and leadership expert, a couple of decades of experience, and a whole heap of curiosity just like you on how we can make the workplace a better place. It is Thursday, so it's time for our mini episodes. These are just quick, valuable bits of information to help your mindset for the week ahead, helping you along your own leadership journey. They're all inspired by the Raw Note newsletter. If you're curious about that addition to the podcast, just go to our LinkedIn page. Relationships at Work has its own company page there. You can also get it on the email that we have just at the top. Just go to relationshipsatworkshow.com and you'll see it there for free. Anyway, in your inbox, that's how the email subscription thing works. Today, we're talking about something that keeps coming up for me, which is impact. I see a lot about intention. Go with intention. Be intentional in your communications, in your leadership. Very important. It's the other side of that I don't know gets enough attention, the impact piece. You can have all the intention of the world, but if you're not moving the needle, who cares? So today, it's all about celebrating impact, not effort. I need to share my thoughts on something that's been nagging me a lot lately, and that I think it's really hurting us as leaders and our relationships with our teams. The reason I say that is because we seem to be prioritizing effort, the act of doing a thing, over impact, the results of the said thing. We need to rethink this. I love to celebrate effort. I love to celebrate you went in there, you did a thing, look at you go. We hand out awards for this, for being around in organizations for years and years and years. We recognize hard work. We highlight initiatives that sound great on paper because the intent behind them is great. It's heartfelt. It's really thoughtful. Look, we did a thing, right? But what if none of it actually does anything, has any impact, for lack of a better word? Leadership isn't about looking busy or trying hard. It's about the results we create, the tangible impact on the people and the cultures that we serve. And yet, too often, we mistake effort for effectiveness. I often emphasize the importance of valuing the journey as much as the destination. I still double down on that. But in this case, the issue isn't productivity, it's how we define success. Because here, we're celebrating effort over impact, mistaking the act of doing something for real progress. Now, the journey matters, but only if it leads to something meaningful. The journey has to be valued as much as the destination. Because leadership isn't just about motion, right? That journey, it's about momentum and getting in the right direction. And from a relationship standpoint, it is relationships at work. I do talk about relationships. It's not a good look for our teams. They'll see all the plans, all the spreadsheets, all the programs, all the initiatives, all the documents, or the websites, or the Gantt charts, but not see real, actual change, movement, impact. Take leadership development programs. Many organizations proudly roll out training initiatives that include courses and conferences that you can attend. But how often do we actually measure whether those programs actually produce better leaders? It's a checkbox exercise, right? We don't even consider an organization's commitment to DEI. Announcements are made, committees are formed, ERGs are created, but has the culture truly changed? That's another example. Has trust increased? Has hiring practices evolved? Or did we just say we did a thing just to say we did a thing because it sounds good? It falls under one of my leadership challenges. I talk about the 7 blind spots of really improving leadership. This would be abandonment. Or, as I said, checkbox leadership. We do it to do it because we're expected to. The problem is when we focus on effort over impact, we reward the wrong behaviors. Leaders get credit for launching initiatives, not for ensuring those initiatives work. I once had an executive praise me for a successful website, yet he had never asked me for metrics on how the service was being used. So in his mind, success was that the website existed, not that anyone actually used it, visited it, or took the information away and applied it. As leaders, this is causing us to build cultures where looking busy is more valued than being effective. If we don't address this, our teams will start to feel disengaged, and the desire to go find more meaningful work will get more and more important. So the question I want to pose today and try to answer: how can we prioritize our success by what we do or the change we create rather than the effort to try? So let's shift our focus from effort to impact. Number one, let's define success in measurable terms. Don't just implement initiatives and call it a day. Ask, how will we know this worked? Or my favorite, what does success look like to you, the team, the organization? Then identify specific, meaningful outcomes and track them. Instead of just assuming a leadership program is effective because people attended it, measure whether it's improved decision-making, communication, or retention. Tie efforts to real-world results that indicate progress, not just participation. Second, recognize results, not just activity. Shift the focus of praise and rewards from those who put in the most effort to those who make the greatest impact. Instead of celebrating the hours spent on a project, celebrate the positive change that it actually created. We could recognize teams for solving problems, improving workplace culture, or increasing efficiency in ways that benefit employees and the organization. When people see that impact is what's actually valued, they'll shift their energy toward achieving meaningful results. And sometimes those results can come from little effort, right? And that's okay. And last, hold leaders accountable to outcomes. Effort is the baseline expectation, not the goal. Leaders must be responsible and accountable for demonstrating that their initiatives produce measurable improvements. They can't just gaslight us that something happened when it didn't. We have to see leaders that prove it. We as leaders should fight for this. What this means is regularly evaluating the effectiveness of policies, training, team dynamics. Instead of rolling out new programs just to say we did something, leaders must ensure those programs deliver real benefits, whether it's higher engagement, lower turnover, or more inclusive cultures. And those leaders have to be held accountable. If they don't meet those targets, what are they doing about it? How can they adjust? What can they tweak? And follow up and follow up and follow up. Leaders need leaders to help them along this journey. It's time to stop celebrating the attempt and start rewarding the achievement. This just perpetuates the need to be busy and the need to be performative about how busy we are, which doesn't actually help anyone. At the end of the day, leadership isn't about doing things. It's about making things better for our teams and the organization. So let's take the time as leaders, like you and me, let's focus on the right things instead of just looking like we are. And that'll wrap up a raw note version of the Relationships at Work podcast. That's right. This is the podcast, the leadership podcast, helping you build workplace connection, improve culture, and avoid blind spots. My name is Russel Lolacher. Always a pleasure to have some time with you. I really always enjoy this. We're wrapping up our Thursday solo episode, so that means on Monday I'll be with another amazing guest. This is one I'm super excited to sit down with. She's talking about how development, our journey in development, is actually a relationship. What does that mean? You're just going to have to listen on Monday to find out. And I look forward to talking to you then. Take care.